Hi guys, welcome back to Cardz TV, and welcome to part 2 of the Cute Critter card set series. Yesterday in part 1 we made these 2 cards. This one uses an image from Miss Kate Cuttables, and this is from Create a Critter, and this is a portrait style card. This is a landscape, and we've used a card from Birthday Bash, which is right here. And all the cards in these sets are going to have this scalloped edge. I really like that. Now our mats come from Elegant Edges, and most of the little critters in the Cricut cards will come from Create a Critter or Create a Critter 2, and then the other version will be from Miss Kate Cuttables. So you can use your Cricut Explorer, your Cricut Expression, your Silhouette, if you have an E2, any of those machines. And I forgot to tell you, if you don't have a cutting machine and you'd like to do the Miss Kate Cuttables, you can just go over to her site and go ahead and purchase the images. I think they're 50 cents in the 50-cent store, and download them into your computer and use the JPEG file or the PNG file, and you can fussy cut these, and these are not hard to cut out at all. So we're going to get started today on some more of the cards in this set, and I'm going to get everything out of the way. Oh, first let me tell you, we're also using papers from this color book stack called Carnival. This came from my local Walmart, but you can use any papers you want on your set of cards. And most of the Elegant Edges mats, the scallop mats, will be run through this Cuttlebug Swiss Dots embossing folder. So now I'm going to get this out of the way, and we'll get started on our cards for part 2. Now today's cards are going to be 2 birthday cards, and we're going to use the Create a Critter Hippo, and there's also this cute little hippo from Miss Kate Cuttables. So we're going to do 2 birthday cards with the hippo, and then I've got another little critter I'm going to show you. Now first we're going to do the inside, so we'll move the hippo up out of the way, and I'm going to have all the dimensions for you of the papers and the card and the size of the little critters and everything that I've done today at the end of the video. So you can just check there and jot that down, and then if you want to recreate these little sets of cards, you can do that. It'll be real easy. So I'm going to go ahead and get this adhered to the inside. I've already stamped the sentiment for this card using Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and this is a landscape card for this Create a Critter Hippo. And for the inside, I've got my scalloped rectangle. This came from Elegant Edges. I'll have the size for it at the end of the video and the page where you can find it. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this, and I stamped it using the Cardz TV Make-A-Wish set. And there's Happy Birthday right there. We're going to put a balloon on here. This came from Create a Critter. And I love that it has a little bit of red in the paper, so to pick up that red, I did a red balloon. And once again, I did print and cut. And we're just going to put that balloon right there. I spent most of the afternoon getting all of my papers cut out so that I'd have everything ready. Now you still have room to write another sentiment and sign your name. I love that. Very cute. Now for the front, I've cut this piece of paper just a little bit smaller. It's the same this way, but this way it's a little shorter so that you can see those scallops. We'll go ahead and get that adhered. Now, I went ahead and stamped this one before I ran it through the Cuttlebug. You can see it's been run through the Cuttlebug embossing folder. And if you want to stamp something and emboss it, you want to stamp it first and let it dry completely, and then you can emboss it. I've got this popped up on some foam tape. And if I can get this backing off, we'll get this adhered to the front. We want to get that in the center. Don't you love this paper? I really do. Now for this Hippo Hooray, I used the Cardz TV More Critter Captions. This is a fairly new set. There it is right there, Hippo Hooray. And we're going to be using this on some other cards in this series. And then here's my little hippo. I'm going to put him right there. And I've got 2 more balloons, and the tops of these are popped up, and I'm going to put this down with my 2-way glue pen, but I'm just going to tuck one right there and one right there, kind of like he's holding them, but not, because his little legs are down there, so he couldn't hold them that way, could he? So I'm going to go ahead and get this adhered to the front, and then we'll get to work on the little hippo card with the Miss Kate cuttable image. Okay, here's this little birthday card all finished. Hippo Hooray. Happy birthday. And I've gone ahead and done this portrait style the same way. Everything's just going in a different direction. I've stamped it with the happy birthday again. And once again, I stamped this before I ran it through the Cuttlebug. This is popped up on some foam tape. And I'm going to take the Miss Kate Cuttable Hippo and put it right there. And then I'll just tuck these little balloons in. Here are 2 little hippo cards finished. And on the Miss Kate Cuttable, because its little paw or hoof was down here, I'm not sure what you call it, I was able to make that string look like it's holding it. So there's 2 more done. Now the next one we're going to do is another birthday card, and this time we're going to use this bunny from Miss Kate Cuttables and this bunny from Create a Critter. So I'm going to go ahead and get the inside done first. Let me get all my pieces moved out of the way. And make sure I get the inside piece and not the front, right? Okay, we're going to go ahead. Don't you love this paper too? That little paper stack has got some cute ones in there. I'm going to get this adhered down. There's my sentiment. Have a happy birthday, since we've got a bunny. And this comes, believe it or not, from the Cardz TV Totally Awesome set. There it is right there. Have a happy birthday. I thought that was really cute with the bunny. I'm going to get this adhered down, and I've got a little carrot that I cut from Create a Critter, and I'm going to put that right there. Okay, here's the inside all adhered down. Have a happy birthday. I went ahead and adhered these to the front. This is popped up on foam tape and was also run through the Cuttlebug embossing folder. And here's that adorable little Miss Kate stuffed bunny. I love that little bunny. It's adorable. Now here's the sentiment for the front. Have a 24 karat day. And I used an 1.5 inch punch for that. This is a Recollections punch. I just punched out my white circle, and I used Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I used the Cardz TV Easter Bunny stamp set. There that is right there. Have a 24 karat day. And I've got this popped up on foam tape, and it's going to go right down there. My bunny's going there, and I've got 2 more carrots, and I'm just going to put these over to the side, and these are on foam tape as well. So I'll get these adhered down, and then I'm going to do the Create a Critter bunny birthday card. Here's our finished Create a Critter bunny card. Have a 24 karat day. Have a happy birthday. So we got 4 done today. And here's our 2 from yesterday. So we have got 6 of the 12 cards done, guys. We are halfway finished. And they all have the same card design, except some are landscape and some are portrait. They all have the same mat using the same embossing folder. They've just got either a Create a Critter or Create a Critter 2 image or a Miss Kate cuttable. The embellishments are different, the sentiments are different, and the papers are different. And it makes them all look completely different to me, even though it's basically the same card. So I can't wait to get the other sets done, guys. We've got 6 more to go, and we'll have 2 sets of cards to keep or to give away as gifts. So thanks for stopping by today, guys, and I will see you back here in the next video for part number 3. Bye now.